think they proved a lot better in their respective matches against the Chinese team to come to this final game of the group stage. But in a double duelist mirror on Breeze, it's where that improvement is really going to count if they can keep that same level that they showed in those matches where they were so favored.
4 Sheriffs and a Ghost in the hands of T1. A couple classics still here for G2. Jogamo taking point. Big reveal on the Meteor, alone on the site for now. Jogamo pushing out of the smoke. Meteor trying to find the taps. It's only going to be getting a little bit of damage. But Buzz still able to find one as Baby Bay's going to be taken down. Jogamo now gone as well. Trent forward into the smoke, finds the right click. Valen, however, dropped as Buzz finds himself another elimination, and Leaf for now kind of locked out of the doors, being watched by Munchkin. Spike is planted, so onus on T1, but now it is Leaf left to his own devices to swing out, looking for the finishing shot on the Buzz, but he cannot make it happen. T1 drawing first blood.
Trying to push in through elbow, but no contact to be found. Attack's gonna drone it, doesn't see a thing.
Just a quick little drop down, gets the spot out, but gets fully blinded up as well. Turn around and Jogamo able to find one. Meteor now going to be struck down as Leaf gets the weapon upgrade, but it will quickly be dropped. However, Baby Bay, with that Vandal in hand, still able to find some value. Valen eliminated by the shock dart, a 2v3 now. So there's the spot out. Izu does manage to find the one, but now finds himself in a 1v2. Try to clutch it out and continue the win streak, otherwise G2 will be finding themselves a much needed round win. Set up on the decoy, hasn't sent it yet, still does have 2 flashes to play around with. Is it walking forward, but the rewrap here from Baby Bay could be Izu's undoing. Slow advance up through Hall, Izu working his way towards this opening arch, but now they have him spotted. The flash out, Baby Bay strikes from behind, gets himself a 3K and gets G2 the first round win.
Fantastic stuff here from G2. So far, T1 holding on. Munchkin making the wrap. Shot rings out, Meteor dodges. This looks like a B hit all the way now, 35 seconds left.
Jogamo still, though, getting closer and closer, hearing some of these rotations coming through. Buzz, however, still going to be able to find 2. Right up in front on the side, Jogamo down to 1 HP, pursuing deeper, looking for that kill. Doesn't manage to find it. Munchkin falls to 22 HP. It's going to be the player advantage for the moment for T1, but G2 had the spike planted, and Stax is now eliminated. Izu still on that rotate, working his way over towards Hall. Still has the operator in hand. Jump peek, and I believe Izu will have had that spot, but Munchkin now finished off, and once again is down to Izu to try to clutch us out. Sees the spot there onto the enemy Sova and has to go for the save. G2 back-to-back rounds. They're clawing their way right back into this map. A tiny bit of damage going to be found. Buzz now with the tailwind pop. Might want to go swinging into this one. See if Baby Bay can have him outdone. There's a swing, and now Buzz. Johnny on the spot, fast with the flick. Finds an opener for T1. Meanwhile, Izu again going to try to push down.
Giving up.
That's not the one player that he heard. Now Valen up into nest. Meteor seemingly reading this and watching for it. Can he win the fight? The answer is going to be yes. Takes down the opposing IGL. Now it's a 2-player advantage over to T1 as the spike gets ready to be planted. Trent having it in hand, but still needing to clear out the remainder of this site. Meanwhile, Jogamo peels back a kill into their favor. Immediately invests the overdrive. Time dwindling. Buzz not checking to the right. Leaf is just right there with him. He finds him with a no-scope. Just never spotted him out. Trent just tagged up once, but not taken down. Now the pit's going to be invested from Leaf. This G2, we're in such a rough position, but they are fighting their way back into this round. Now with the advantage. Stax has to lead the charge. Is it still an operator in hand for Izu? The players are low, but the time is widely gone, and Jogamo is still looking for a backstab angle as well. Ping's coming down, Stax able to find one. Sends out the recon, but Leaf is tucked into the corner. So cheeky. And now the op is gone. Stax is eliminated, and G2 are in the lead.
This is incredible work from Jogamo on this round. Fitz on this map was dealing with that Neon. It was a very different look from Miniboo and Team Liquid, but here you're seeing some similar issues that are cropping up.
Izu able to find one. Baby Bay forward with the dimensional drift, just escorting the rest of this squad forward into the A site. Jogamo looking for a kill. We'll set up that fast lane and back away as the ping reveal comes through. Plays elusively enough. There's Cosmic Divide as well, going to be layered in. G2 not wanting these rounds to go over to T1 under any circumstances. Pop flash in, full blind, but I don't think they spotted Jogamo. Pursues down, he's looking for that kill, but can't quite find it. Another flash going to be coming in. This time Baby Bay, however, has the covering fire. Izu's gone, Meteor dead, and it is just Stacks and Munchkin to try to make something happen, but Munchkin just has a Bucky, and Valen should have him absolutely screwed, but no, Munchkin does get with a classic, gets another as Trent falls. And now suddenly, Munchkin versus Baby Bay. An old school matchup. Days long since passed, but the time is just not going to be there, so Munchkin, he will not be able to find this round win. The kill as well will elude him. Everyone will die, but G2 continue on this 5-round win streak. Well, a lot invested into that one for G2. Now back into a bye for T1. They look to try to turn this pace around. Maybe they just storming up into mid, pushes out of the Nebula, does get taken down. Buzz gonna be tagged up, trying to make his exit. Tailwinds over to the side, but Stack's gonna be caught at the same time by Jogamo. So, in the end, a 1-for-1. Push up deep into Nest for Jaw.
Yeah, he knows with Stack's dead that this might be clear, and they might be trying to re-clear it so he can get ahead of it.
Izu considering it. Scoped in on the bridge, working his way closer and closer towards that sand side. Hunter Sphere at the same time going to be called in from Trent off screen, looking to try to flush out and open up this B side of the map. It's going to be Leaf who finds Buzz to do just that. Rewrap, however, down from Meteor. Through the elbow, looking to try to intercept. He will be good for one. Munchkin, however, eliminated on the site. Spike on the floor for the moment. Lob it on that poison orb. The shots will get baited out. Now Leaf can recover it. Looking for that transfer, but doesn't quite manage to make it happen. Izu now once again. Feels like the third time having to be the one to try to clutch this. Spotted up a Neon, sees it, sends the shot, but he's going to be going for it. The Dimensional Drift in play, can swap out the weaponry. Grabs himself a Phantom, has the spot here on the Jogamo. Looks back into main, sees Trent, cuts around the corner, and Trent cuts him down. T1 grasping at straws.
Standing ahead.
The G2 continue to stand tall, 6 in a row now.
So well. And he even invested the Cosmic Divide there. So painful.
Jogamo just sprinted it up, and okay, Izu, a very nice shot from him, and now a second. Grabs a weapon upgrade, Balan's gonna be pinged down, revealed. Izu finds himself a third. Meteor lurked forward inside of A-Main, will be able to catch Leaf, and somehow, someway, this is the round that T1 will break the win streak with. It'll be a Thrifty, a MasterCard Thrifty at that, because they can upgrade their weapons, and finally, they find themselves some footing on this defense.
Flown through just to see if they can get a reaction out of Munchkin. That's just gonna let him take elbow space. Buzz, though, with this op, this is so dangerous.
Looking to swing that corner. Tailwind at the ready. Baby Bay on the other side, and Buzz has him outdone once again. Clean early pick. I feel like they have to play in towards this B side of the map, it would seem.
Yeah, good awareness there from T1, recognizing that Trent could have hung around behind Pillar. They pinged that out, but now they're going to try to put a pinch on Buzz to try to hold the line.
Izu now potentially at risk, though. They get past Buzz, but he is going to be good for the opening kill. And now Izu strikes in from behind, gets that flank shot. Looks for the follow-up, and Valen will be able to take him down. 2v4, however, trying to scale their way up through the hall, and Buzz just gives the shot to Leaf. Continues to be good for those as they overall Munchkin as well. And suddenly, it's a 2v2. The player is still a world away. Gravwell, a misread. Leaf hearing the footsteps. Meteor dropped Leaf. A 3K for him. And Stacks has to do it all. It seems like they have his position very well read. Leaf immediately rescaling, ready to get onto the flank.
He knows it, he's aware.
Gives it that consideration, spots it, kills it, now into the 1v1.
Standing ahead.
The IGL of old versus the IGL of the current day for G2. He's trying to bait out the U-tail, but swings into the open, just no clue where Valen was at. Plays an off angle where the spike is not planted for him and catches Stacks by surprise.
Giving G2 that opportunity. Some Nova pulses there to just slow each other down, but this looks like a pacey A hit.
Oh, they're trying to make it go. But Meteor, some wild spray forward, finds himself another. His Valen's gonna be dropped as well. I think he just headshot him through the clone of Baby Bay, and Meteor starts coming alive. Leaf's still standing, but he's down to 12 HP, and Buzz invested the knives into the round and will be able to put them to use. 7-5 at the half. T1, after a hot start, barely managed to make this competitive in the end.
Firepower is going to have to come alive as well, because they were getting vested in that department a couple times in that first half. So Buzz dashes onto the site. Got a couple players pretty close here for G2. So this is
disconnected.
Yeah, this could be a fight.
Shots just whizzing past Leaf, unable to find him through these smokes. Frantically fishing, and Leaf, one shot in reply, and he managed to send it right between Buzz's eyes. What a hit from him. Izu now caught. Backside stunned up dead. Munchkin gonna be able to find the one. Stax gets another. Valen gone. Meteor immediately flushed out as Baby swings the corner and dispatches him with relative ease. Already the fuse held a half, and Stax, he's been clean with the Sheriffs, but he cannot make it happen this time. Just doesn't have the numbers, the firepower, the time. G2 take the pistol, and they get themselves up by 3. Suspecting that they have drawn a good amount of attention towards this A site. Now we'll begin to rotate in towards B, but Meteor still on an island. Spot out there, and Prius will be able to see Jogamo at range, taking down Buzz as Leaf will be traded out. Push onto the corner. Munchkin eventually able to find the kill. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to collect that weapon. No, Valen will find him from Nest. Spike going to be planted in the meanwhile. 2v3, already some decent damage dealt here by T1. Feels unlikely to be able to get that thrifty conversion that they would love to have. Stax pulling back, tucks around the corner over towards cannons. Trent, does he read it? Oh, no, but they're not going to be able to find the shots to connect. It's a bit of damage on to both, and Izu now with his work cut out for him. 46 HP in a dream, takes Baby Bay low, takes him down, looks for the follow-up, finds it. As Valen had already got it up to half, can pull off the spike defuse with ease, gets himself a 3K and another round win for G2, but that ended up being very costly.
Yeah, I mean...
Tucked it back, sight with a stinger in hand. Baby Bay starting to scale forward though. Gets himself to the opposite side of the wall. As that smoke falls, has the spot out, but Stax had the full armor, survives with 10 HP, eventually finds the headshot. Valen out, forced out into the open, looking for a little bit more follow-up, but Izu will be able to strike him down. Spike now planted. One charge away is so much damage. Traded out between Munchkin and Jogamo. Both lucky to be alive. This gives a bit more wiggle room potentially to G2, but as I say that, Trent will fall. Leaf is taken down. Now it is just Jaw. 6 health. Ooh, finds a great headshot. And he can certainly still make this costly. Everybody is within one tap range. Looks like it might just be the save. Grabs up that Vandal. Tucks back away. Izu, wanting to try to get the Dimensional Drift online for the next round one way or another, will go in pursuit of him. Swinging around the back, and Jogamo seemingly not having the read. Got his back to the box. But Izu seems like he's got it sussed out. He sees the gun barrel, and there is the kill. The 9-6, still 3-round lead here for G2. Cannot find that bonus conversion.
Gotta clear some space, get into post plants. And here we go.
Dimensional drift in, or being taken. Stax now with that Hunter's Fury online, but so far not spotting out anything, but hearing Jogamo. Then a couple shots. They do force him to reroute, but already 4 players from G2 in position to try to flood retake the site. Hunter's Fury going to be opened up. Stax searching, but ends up going wide. Meanwhile, Jogamo able to find a kill as Izu will fall. Overdrive going to be popped. Meteor, however, able to find 2, but now will be taken down, and just like that, G2 smashed the attack from T1.
Yeah, because you're not able to get that mid control as T1, G2 is able to get these retakes to go so quickly to be set up for them.
What does the set call look like for T1? Thrown over the top, spot onto both duelists to slide forward, and Jogamo able to collect one. Baby Bay gets another! They immediately demolish T1, which is seemingly not ready for a trap play despite spotting both of these players. The reaction just isn't there. Just zone back.
You are divided.
No other real recourse for this one, T1. Cannot try to play around the other side of the map. They just have to continue to push this one, but now the Dimensional Drift is in play. Baby Bay spotting all 3. Call coming through, and G2 get their forces clustered together. A safe and quiet exit on the opposite side of the wall. Cuss gonna be dodged, the clone goes in, Buzz turn of the flash and snaps on for a shot to maybe kill Baby Bay, but Trent fishing through will be able to find that kill. Spot out for Meteor, the head found, Valen dead, now into a 2v2. This must win a round, and it'll all be on Munchkin's shoulders.
Toxin screen down.
Playing a ring around the rosy here at the pyramid, spots the gun barrel of one. The tap of the defuse, Trent to watch, to protect, and to guard! A 3K for the Silver, the defuse is in, and G2 get up to map point.
They're just better in every aspect of the game right now.
This time, trying to use maybe that drone as a bit of a trap with Meteor nearby enough, but Hakashiri gonna be open up the drop down the dash over to the side. Buzz somehow still gonna be alive, and piling out of the doors is Izu, and he is dropped. 8 HP, the swing in the corner, Buzz able to find one. Looking for a little bit more, but Baby Bay, quick peek, has to backpedal. Valen gets the spot out, gets the kill. Baby Bay swings around front of pyramids. Meteor now gonna be taken down the pit, blooming as Munchkin, in desperation, throws everything that he can at this round. Just he and Stacks. Brain trust for the team. They try to somehow bail themselves out of this situation, but now Stacks has been found. Munchkin all alone hits the transfer for two, but can find nothing more. 13-6, G2 show up on T1's Pick a Breeze, and they dispatch them with ease.
That is so impressive from G2.
G2 Esports managed to pick up the win on T1's map choice of Breeze, 13-6. And here you see the breakdown, the AWS breakdown here as players are really...
Cypher's an interesting one for me. Against a double dive where the Phoenix is often that one getting proactive and entering, it'll be interesting to see how much value he can get. I think you can also win on both attack and defense.
Cam getting the spot out onto Baby Bay there at Sewers. Leaf at the same time. Lurks in behind bricks. Will be spotted and taken down. Meteor able to find the kill. Pops the shield immediately. So double tap now in play. Prowler takes a munch. Gets that blind through. Now we'll look to try to push forward. Still to utilize the shield, but it's going to be broken on the entry. Trent able to find one. Baby Bay finding a piece as well as Meteor still fighting back, but now will fall as it's Izu. Left at 1v1 and he needs some damage. A minute remaining. He's going to go ahead and pump the brakes, cut the noise. Now sprint his way across. Knew that Jogamo was going to be nearby, given the Molly investment.
Ooh.
Should just be out of that audio range, but now they're getting closer and closer. Set up on the tripwire there in the window. It feels like Izu absolutely needs the headshot. 40 HP, a frenzy on the other side. Jaw swings in, and that is going to be Jogamo taking him down. Another pistol into the hands of G2. Not looking likely to happen.
Should be a flash out of here, you would think, from Buzz.
Has it, they spot him, they take him down low, and he can't get the weapon out fast enough. Valen, however, still close by. Not gonna be caught by that one, but Buzz with that Bulldog's able to find a kill. Izu finding Trent at the same time as Jogamo drops off back plat. Molly gonna be layered in, but he gets completely overwhelmed and surrounded, and suddenly, it is just Lee for the Marshal remaining. One shot would kill them all. So gets the spot on the one. Turns over, but somehow whips the shot onto Izu. And T1 showing some early signs of life. We'll tie it up 1-1.
With that tight hold at Alley.
Well, it's the same exact buy now in the hands of G2, so let's see if they can work some magic here. Banner in the hands of Jogamo. Stinger for Leaf. One away from having that run it back available, and Baby Bay finds the first shot. Leaf here at window and mid. Guns down two. Is they looking to turn the tides, and Valen bests Meteor. Goes jumping forward, plants his feet. It's a MasterCard thrifty. As we're just going blow for blow, but G2 maintain a lead. Decoying out into the jump peak. Just getting the spot there onto Izu. Meanwhile, the attack onto the B site. It's underway. Stacks to have the plant. Meteor pushing out aggressively towards that A-link side. Prowler, however, will confirm his presence as curveballs go flying, but Jogamo still needing to wait for the rest of the team to try to get into position, but Buzz is going to be taken down first and foremost there at backside. Leaf gets the angle, gets that kill. The double face. A lot of damage going to be suffered, but Munchkin eventually able to find the kill. Jogamo going to be taken down. Baby Bay dead as well. The Trent and Valen finding one apiece. Flushed him out off the site. The ping reveal onto one. The taps just trying to bait these shots forward. And Isu running out of bullets. We'll be able to find those kills, and we are going to continue just going back and forth. Now 2-2.
Considering B against this weaker G2 buy. Goes in. Meteor had his ult in death. Challenges Baby Bay, got him.
Yeah, breaks it. At the same time, Jogamo going to be snapped back. Running back, not finding much of anything there, but Leap pushing forward is able to find Meteor as he returns to this realm. It's a player advantage, as well as the firepower for T1. So it looks like they do want to eventually try to attack into this B site, but Jogamo, deadly with that Guardian. Does get worked a little bit lower, and Stacks will be able to collect the kill. At the same time, going on a walkabout, pushing down, but will be held at bay for the moment.
Let's see if Valen wants to make anything of this. He's getting pretty close pretty fast. He's going to wait for a little bit of help. And Trent going to make a go of it.
Probably through to garage. Read that position, and Izu, as that smoke does fall. Snappy with a shot, is able to find Valen, and now it is just Trent. Here's the reposition. Should be favored in the fight and will be able to take him down. Stacks now encroaching, working his way onto this flank, and Trent gets a read of it. Absolutely gorgeous, finds him as he jumps up into the windowsill. Now Munchkin to try to see if they can at long last get some consecutive round wins, but Trent just has no idea where he's at. 5 bullets remaining in the Sheriff, taps for the defuse, the swing out, and Munchkin will be able to get T1 over the line. So just set up the wall, allows him to safely grab it. The mask already going to be invested. Sprinting forward, checking out around the back of sight, but so far nothing going to be spotted. The entry now coming through. Leaf works his way over to Lumber. He'll be blinded up there in the corner. The recon going to go flying. Munchkin Stacks able to find one apiece, and Valen cannot escape. Let's get taken down. The Nightfall still going to be invested now at 2v4. And everybody, every flank ends up getting noted by T1.
Now that's a beautiful round from T1. That's where G2 is going to double stack.
He's lopped in, spot on the one, and Izu will outdo Leaf. Just not ready for that timing whatsoever. Now forward into the smoke. Meteor going to be able to take down Trent. Baby Bay tagged up on the exit. Jogamo noted on the flank. Meteor will fall, but that's the one casualty that they've been able to find. Munchkin sliding his way up into heaven, trying to get the pre-fire, but Baby Bay will be able to come away with the kill. They still need so much more.
Recovering it.
They have to try to play this one out. But a lot going to be resting on the shoulders of Baby Bay. And it's going to be Izu from behind Buzz to go ahead and clean it up. Gets the 4-piece as well. Another massive round. 15-3-2 on this Cypher. Izu advancing closer towards C site. Leaf here alongside Valen. Baby Bay as well going to be rotating in. Spot on the one. As Hunter Sphere going to be opened up. Clear the clone. Jogamo being tracked, tagged up, taken down. Munchkin able to find him as he TPs forward. Still rough position, however, to try to get the spike planted, at least for now, but another kill's going to be found as Leaf gets displaced. Valen Baby Bay still at backside. Trent trying to flank his way through mid. Might be able to find a massive backstab onto Izu. But can he get there faster than Izu? That's going to be the big question as Baby Bay finding some damage, but also finds death. Izu now strikes, and now they know exactly where Trent is at. He just couldn't get the catch. Caught with Prowler in hand, T1 not allowing for G2 to find any value from these timeouts. Because now it's going to be the dimensional drift from Buzz trying to scout him out. Will have spotted him. Goes for the flick, unable to find it. Buzz now spotting him up over the top, has to drop down. Buzz will make his exit. There goes the ult. Kill contract, getting the grab. Meteor gets the clone. Bit of a bait and switch, but they get the real thing as Buzz is able to find Leaf at the same time. Blazeball going to be set up, the spike now already planted, and Buzz playing forward. Catches Valen before Baby Bay can get the counter swing. Advantage to T1. It's Meteor flush against the garage entrance. Watching for the scale forward, but the wider swing from Trent manages to offset the aim. Izu, however, still alive and well, playing forward on the site. Looks for the timing on the Baby Bay, but Trent again will find the catch. A 2v2 for the time, starting to get away from them. The tap, no real committal on the defuse. Trent again, the one that trying to make this happen. but you can hear it bleeding away. He continues to get tagged up. Shot after shot, Munchkin takes him down in Team 1. They are looking to make this a 10-2 half. Spot out on the leaf in mid. Just jumps back over towards C, but the silent, steady push has been coming through the whole time towards C.
And they're ahead of this. Is Valen going to be ready?
Conventional grips will go in. Valen still able to find one. Meteor going to be taken down. Izu eventually able to find that trade. Decay down to 1. Trent pushing forward, will be able to have the shutdown. All the same, Buzz gets himself situated forward, now staring at this A connector with the op in hand.
I mean, I think Baby Bay just has to wait for the spike, wait for the reinforcements.
If he swings in, he's going to be taken down, and that brings it now into a 3v3. Stack some eyes on the flank. Looking like it's just going to be a 3-player push, straight forward through this connector. It's the jump across, Jogamo going to be tagged. Munchkin forward into the smoke to dive forward, and he hits the transfer for 2. Jogamo taken even lower, now finished off. Stacks gets the closer, and it's 10-2 at the half. T1, the comp swap working wonders versus G2. G2 have been favored overall so far in the pistols. We'll see if that can continue here. Baby Bay just with the 1 headhunter shot. And it's not going to be able to make it count. Get some damage on the Stacks, but Buzz just a little bit snappier with it. Finds the headshot and narrowly does manage to make his exit. Damage exchange on both sides and player advantage to T1. Another rescale forward. Leaf instantaneous with a headshot. Meteor going to be struck down, but Stacks able to find 2 more here for his troubles before Trent takes him down. Buzz just skirting over to the side. Valen disconnected away from Trent. Tucks back at long. Munchkin able to go ahead and identify his position. All the while, Izu has lurked his way in from behind, so there is no real easy escape from here.
Exactly. See if they're aware of it. I think they should consider it.
I'm going to try. They have to consider it given that the trademark was down off the rip. Izu, oh, they read it well. Are able to force him away. That opens up with a sprint now into the B site. They just plant here, or do they try to cut across to C? Looks like it will be going for B. The face forward, Valen able to find the spray down. Munchkin going to be eliminated. Trent's at 3 HP. I believe hearing some footsteps from Izu on C. He's gonna try to just swing around the back, catch him off guard, seize the shoulder. Izu seemingly no real idea about this possibility whatsoever. He is going to be caught. Trent has the 1 tap. G2 might just have the pistol they so desperately need. The Astra still in play. The time starting to dwindle. Buzz wanting to check around, wanting to try to isolate this into a 1v1, but he cannot. The hunt gets the reveal. Trent gets the wall bangs, and G2 get themselves another pistol win.
Classics abound.
Stack's gonna go for the check-in here. Big Bay actually able to find the shot. Cleans 1 up. Stacks arriving from Baby Bay just a little bit faster on that turn. Gets the kill. Woo! Taken low, but not taken down. G2 eventually set for a flawless anti-eco. Consideration. We'll now go for the plant. Trent with the earlier kills. Finds himself over halfway towards that nightfall.
Just hoping to die to the spike. Could throw Baby Bay out there if you wanted, but he's already so far back. Starting to make his way forward now. Suspect he might be the one to go in and try to
swap the weapons, yeah.
Okay, yep.
Allow for Trent to do it. If he can get these kills, he'll be 1 off.
Makes a ton of sense.
See if he can get rewarded. Obviously the hip fire and take down either. A bit of a 50-50. We'll just go ahead and scout him out with that haunt. Spot out the strafe across, and Izu will fall. Trent now sights towards heaven, but just doesn't have the time to close it out. But he can still back away, retain that Marshal, retain his regen armor. G2. Bursting onto the scene. Cam out, spot on the 1. Baby Bay going to be tagged. Gets the removal though. Thinks it's safe. Doesn't give him the opportunity to find that blind punish. Thrown out over the top. Spot on to 3 players. So the spike does get planted. He's wall from Jogamo, holds them back at connector for now. Curveball, looking for that timing. It's going to be easier. Dead first as Leaf finds that kill. Jogamo on the swing, able to find Munchkin as well, but Buzz fights back. Meteor good for 1 before getting traded out. It's now player disadvantage to T1. G2 looking to convert this bonus. That is all in the hands of Stax. And Baby Bay will shut him down. A massive start to the half. G2 halfway to tying it up.
Early util out again to try to control this long A space, see if they could force G2 over, and they're already in. This is open territory.
Run it back, popped. Smoke gonna be lobbed in, and Munchkin, oh, okay, lucky to be alive. Back will just have him exit, Buzz at the same time, able to find 1 with that operator. Jumps away over towards the spawn, and Izu still gonna be alone here on the site for the moment. Cam goes out, spot onto 3. Munchkin watching for a late lurk as Izu is just burning alive. Jogamo has him. Meteor dead as well. Buzz now on the floor, and Munchkin, nothing more to be done. The op and the round lost.
It depends on what you're doing with the Cypher util. There was none of it there
Jogamo
in the garage.
He's getting closer. He wants another ult charge. And I think that he should have it. There's the jump, there's the shorty, there's the 3K. And there's G2 3 rounds away. Bringing out right through the garage doors, Buzz. I mean, he's got himself tucked in alongside this one, but it's just a Guardian in hand. Meanwhile, G2 looking to try to get this attack going here into the B side. Munchkin going to be tagged by the Haunt. Leaf pushing forward. Timing's going to be found though. Munchkin on the swing, able to find him, but now he gets taken down, as does Stax. Player advantage here in their hands. Buzz manages to have the flash connect. Cleans up a second. Valen going to be taken down. Meteor in around the back is trying to hunt down Baby Bay. Just hasn't been able to spot him yet. But there's the ping reveal off the neural theft. And it is just Trent. Spike planted into his favor. Low on bullets. Gets rerouted. Has eyes on this position. He has been so damn instrumental for G2 on this map. Does he have the clutch? Ooh. He locks on. Izu dead. Meteor on the other side. Taps the defuse. The swing. The Red Bull clutch. Trent is unbelievable. He demolishes T1 and ties it 10-10.
That feels like the backbreaker. That feels like the series. What a glow up for Trent here on the fade. So snappy with these shots and able to isolate these fights 1 versus 1.
Miraculous and impressive this has been from G2. It's not over till it's over. Josh RT certainly knows that. But looking like a quick hit into the B side against the buy of T1. Meteor, however, pushing forward, is able to find the one, but quickly gets blinded up and traded out as Valen finds the kill. Trent again, continuing to find value. Clears out Stax. Cosmic Divide now to be invested, but Izu pushes forward past the wall, but it doesn't disconnect back through it. He overstays. TP up into the smoke. Munchkin continuing to try to do some crazy stuff to get them back into this one, but has to make his exit. The space now given over to the plant can come through. As Buzz is forward onto the site with an operator in hand. Certainly not the weaponry you would like to see, but it is going to be a pivot. It seems like Baby Bay might have caught a glimpse of Munchkin.
I think he heard him.
He's just dialed in on this angle. Buzz checking out the front of sight. If he continues to swing, Leaf should have him dead to rights. He's just tucked away into the cubby. He's suspicious of it. At the same time, though, the double push in the backside. Munchkin finds the one. The catch is there. Trent again, having to do it all. Can he get himself another 4K? Can he be that guy? Can he be the hero? The swing coming in, and Buzz denies him. T1 able to find, at long last, a round win in this half.
Reinforcements already moving this way here. Smoke through already. Kind of have to commit. Either here or B at this point is G2.
Minor tap, no, never mind, he finds a headshot. Caught him in the shoulder to start. Now looks to backpedal, but Izu here in the corner, able to strike, and Jogamo going to be taken down. Clear the gate crash. And once again, G2 going to be rerouted, but where do they opt to go? There's a tripwire on B. You've got the op still over at A long. 12 seconds remaining. Looks like they're going to try to sprint this one forward onto the B side. Haunts into the back. Gets the reveal onto one. The plant having to be committed to. But there's a drag away, and that's the round done. Meteor's done it again. Wins out the fight, runs down the clock, and T1 start coming alive in the very last moment in the 11th hour. It's located again.
T1 has to get ahead of this.
Dimensional drift available now for Buzz. Looking to lead the charge to C's. Gets a grab onto one. Molly there, trying to dissuade the push forward as Buzz makes his exit, but Baby Bay has got him from behind. The Stinger in range, still able to close out the kill. There's no rid of that one whatsoever. Juggernaut now storming forward. Stacks dead. He's out for blood, and he will be rewarded with it. As Izu now needs an ace clutch to bring this map to its end, and we are going to OT. Finds a third. The neural depth going to be invested. Baby Bay, the shot ends up going wide. Would love to try to hold this one up to half, but he cannot. Jogamo taken down. The time, however, still getting away from him, and Baby Bay has the finisher. Here we go again. Familiar territory for these two teams.
Nothing too unusual there. There's a lot of players hoping for an aggressive push out for mid. You got those flashes there.
The flash going to be flying, but Jogamo taken down first and foremost. Meteor a little bit late with a shield. Does have that double tap now pop, but does tag the 21, but still, the double tap shield is not there. Do you suss this? Do you drone for this? Or do you just blind face into Baby Bay? They do. He looks for a second, he cannot find it. Meteor gets the punish. Valen, the first to arrive on the scene, clears out the recon, but has been pinged. Push the corner one by one, but Buzz on the follow-up is able to find it now. Player advantage expounded upon as Buzz finds Trent, and they find the round win. T1 once again up to map point as they look to push this all the way to split.
Oh boy. One in garage, one on the B plant. Again, the ops, both sides this time. Buzz and Baby Bay.
Could be a big change up in Buzz, about to peek in to Leaf here on the side, and Leaf has the headshot right through the corner of the wall. Early advantage in their hands. Meteor now going to be overwhelmed in mid. Jogamo to take him down. And it seems like we're slated to go to another round of OT.
It's going to be a miracle for T1.
Stacks there around the corner. Stacked in with Munchkin, but the op is taking point. The shot ends up going wide, but Trent has him aligned. Izu again, needing to do an ace clutch. He will make noise, Jogamo will hear it, and he will strike him down. Surprise, surprise, it's a flawless, and it's a reset.
Probably has to end up B, or you're gonna have to make another explosive C hit into the strong side.
Trent very close by to try to come to their rescue. Jogamo here around the corner. The Nebula trying to force them to push their way out of this one. One going to be cleared. Buzz swinging forward, able to find one. Meteor finds Jogamo as well. Stack's now going to be taken out by Meteor, starting to take over. Does get blinded up, and Leaf arriving, able to find Munchkin. A 2v2 now. Leaf and Baby Bay to try to get G2 up to match point, and Leaf has found Meteor. It's down to Izu. Eats some early damage, swings in, he's trying to isolate, but Baby Bay gets the better of him. And timeout be damned, G2. Still have to be scratching their heads about what G2 is trying to do in this round. Spike about to join in. Still yet another Prowler. This could be Izu's undoing. There's the reveal. Holds his own for the first. Haunt thrown in from behind. He's looking for a second. The fadeaway shot on the Trent. Spike still on the floor, but Baby Bay able to win out that fight, and Meteor going to be taken down by Leaf. Pop flash out of the garage window. Buzz once again puts the Spike on the floor. 20 seconds remaining. Valen to recollect it. Leaf to bodyguard from behind. The swing in though, and Buzz wins out the fight. Valen in a 1v3. The push comes in. He gets tagged up. He gets taken down. We keep going.
Oh my goodness, it's Buzz the hero again here for T1.
Everything has been burned. It is just down to the players. This Baby Bay again going to be spotted. Cam forward, spotting out that operator lead, lingering up, and Izu not registering that whatsoever. Gets his kill and gets away scot-free.
That means you're losing the double tap. They popped it expecting that they were going to be able to clear through there, and they just can't. So now you're going to lose some of that impact util. It's going to let you take those scrappy fights, but a quick rotate over, a quick spot, no damage done.
VALORANT should have been seeing plenty there.
Can't use that yet.
Tucks back, Molly going to be lobbed forward. Chogamo from Garage finds two. Both duelists taken down. Now just Munchkin and Stacks. Try to see if they can clutch this out. A 2v4 from here.
One flash and a haunt. That's what you got to work with here.
Double shocks, but no real way to try to utilize those. They have to play forward. And Munchkin going on a peek, ends up getting his tag down to all hell. Concussed in behind the box, repositions back over towards Long, and Stacks dead as he takes points. Leave. We'll find the final shot, and once again, G2 win out the round here from the defender's side. Once again, get themselves match point.
Some of these players have been in some pretty grueling overtimes at global events before.
Grueling overtimes versus each other. Blaze Wall set up, Haunt over the top, looking for a spot, nothing going to be seen, but this is a stacked site for T1. Jogamo curveball out, breaks the shield, and manages to break Meteor. Finds a headshot, gets himself a second, looks for a third, but Munchkin strikes him down. He needs so much more, but he cannot find it. This looks like it should be the moment for G2 to punch their ticket into the playoffs, and Baby Bay will get them there. 16-14. What a map and what perseverance from this America squad. They take down T1, their old demon, once again, and eliminate them from Masters Santiago.